Yo, what's up guys? Eric Wong here, and today is the last day of the Nutrition-itsu video series that I've put together for you guys. And if you've come this far with me so far, I want to thank you for taking the time and the energy to spend with me, learning about nutrition, learning about how to make yourself a better person, and also, if you're following what I'm talking about, making the world a better place as well. Okay, so kudos to you. Hopefully all this stuff makes sense, and not only makes sense, but is kind of very logical and easy to apply as well. Because I'm not trying to complicate your life. We should be trying to simplify things as much as possible. So much going on today, so many things we got to do, so many responsibilities that we have. We've got to simplify things where we can. And I hope that what I've presented you is a simple and you can see powerful way of eating and way of being. Okay, so thanks again for hanging out with me. Now, we're up at the top of the pyramid. We're at the DNA. And what does this all mean? So I just call it DNA for a couple of reasons. One, at the top of the pyramid, you don't have too much room to write things. So I needed something short. DNA, basically in this case, represents you and individualization based on what your body specifically needs. So before, we talked about you as an eater, and that was more about your mindset and how you approach the whole concept of eating. And the goal of that level was to get you to eat and to commit to a plan that you can follow and you can stick to. Okay? DNA is all about taking it to the next level and just individualizing and tweaking what you're eating so that it works optimally for your body. All right. So again, foundation, this is the most important. And if you've heard about the Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule, it says that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Okay. And that actually works out well. I just thought about this before shooting this video. We got 5 levels here. Divide 100% by 5 and you have 20. Okay. So 20% is right there, whole natural food. You just do that, you're gonna get 80% of the way there. And then you as an eater, you do that 20%, and that's gonna bump you up to 96%. And you do macronutrients, you do that 20%, that's gonna bump you up to, I think it's like 98 point something percent. Get up to 100%. Here's the thing, you don't need to necessarily go here. But a lot of people like to talk about this stuff and think about this stuff, so here we are talking and thinking about it. DNA, individualization. Now there's a couple of things. The reason why I don't talk about, okay, you need to take this supplement or you need to take that supplement is because it depends on your diet and it depends on your genetic makeup. So the only way that you'll really know if you need to take a certain mineral, or any type of supplement is to do a test. And you can do a couple different things. There's the objective blood tests. You can do allergy tests to see if there's certain types of foods that, cause inflammation or your body reacts to. And what I like to do, because I'm not going to get too crazy about doing blood tests and doing allergy tests. I can do that stuff on my own. It's going to take a little bit longer and it's going to be more subjective, but it's cheaper and I'm going to be eating anyway, so let's just switch it up for once in a while. What I call lifestyle experiments. Okay, this is something that I'm big on, and I've got my Power Dojo members doing this kind of thing and thinking this along these lines. Now, I alluded to this earlier in one of the previous videos. I think it was the macronutrient video where we talked about meal timing and fasting. But a lifestyle experiment is a 28-day period where you commit to one variable, changing one variable, and you commit to it, you make a plan for it, and you track it. And you commit to doing it for 28 days, and at the end of the 28 days, you'll know, okay, what kind of effects did this have on me, on my body, on my life? Okay, that's the lifestyle experiment in a nutshell. And this is the way that you can figure out exactly what it is that you need, what works for your body, and what doesn't work for your body. Now, I've personally done lifestyle experiments with gluten. I did 28 days without gluten, found Nothing really changed for me. Didn't feel better, didn't digest more, didn't have more energy, nothing like that. Okay, so I eat gluten. I still stick to whole natural foods like the bread that I showed you, shasha, all natural ingredients, bacterial culture, so it's sourdough, it's naturally leavened, good stuff. Gluten wasn't a big deal for me. A lot of people are going on these gluten-free diets and that's what they focus on, gluten, but it might not be a big factor for them, you know? So I suggest doing a lifestyle experiment. If you take gluten out of your diet and you feel all of a sudden you feel mental clarity and energy and you're feeling amazing, then obviously staying away from gluten is probably a good idea. Okay. Next one that I did for myself with respect to nutrition, dairy. I did the dairy experiment. What did I find? I eliminated dairy, including supposedly healthy dairy like yogurt, which was biodynamic yogurt. It was non-homogenized. It wasn't raw milk yogurt. It was pasteurized, but it was non-homogenized biodynamic yogurt, which is a step above organic. And what I found after eliminating all that stuff is I farted less. My farts didn't smell as much when I did fart. Typically before, when I was eating dairy regularly, I was farting maybe, I don't know, at least 7, 8, 10 times a day. Just ask my wife, she probably knows better than me. And they would stink, okay? It was nasty. But when I cut dairy out, fart maybe nowadays 1, 2 times a day. And it's more entertainment value. They don't smell anymore. They don't clear rooms. So it's okay. The other thing I found with that was acne. I have acne prone skin, and when I remove dairy, skin is clear. When I eat a lot of dairy, especially I found uncooked cheeses, so pizza's not as bad as just cutting cheese off a block and eating it. My acne is decreased, and that includes yogurt. I tried to just add yogurt by itself, and it would still make me break out and make me fart. So this is stuff that you've got to figure out for yourself. And you could do allergy tests and blood tests and things like that, or you could just do a lifestyle experiment. You know, allergy tests, blood tests are good ways to get a quick result, but you're still going to have to do a lifestyle experiment and test out how it actually feels to, you know, change your eating and change your lifestyle based on those tests. So those are 2 major ones that I've done. Other ones I've done throughout my life, the fasting one that I talked about, the 16-8 fasting, I do Monday to Fridays now. It's great. Everything is still good, and my mental focus and energy during the day is better. And I've done no alcohol at all for a period of 28 days. What I found there is not as stuffy, not as much mucus, not as drunk, obviously. So those are some different lifestyle experiments that I've done. But what I recommend is the major ones: gluten, dairy, nuts is one, and eggs is another one that people often have reactions to. So try those out. Think about how you're going to do those, and just do one at a time. Don't do them all. Do one at a time. Take one thing out, see how you feel. And then if you feel good, keep it out. If you don't feel so good, then, or you feel the same, put it back in. You're probably okay. Now, one thing to note is that what you respond to changes over time, changes over the seasons. Doing these lifestyle experiments is not only good for helping you figure out specific things that will benefit you, but it's also good for learning how to listen to your body. Because when you do these lifestyle experiments, you become more attuned to, okay, I took this out, I'm on day 7, how do I feel? Okay, it's 2 weeks in, how do I feel? You learn to question and listen to your body a little bit more, and that's going to allow you to be a little bit more dynamic when it comes to eating. If suddenly your DNA changes, or just your body changes, your body chemistry, and all of a sudden you need more of a certain type of food, you might get a craving for something. And listening to that, after you satisfy that craving, you might find that you're feeling good and that you don't have that craving anymore. Okay. Cravings for junk food and things like that aren't the same, because that stuff messes with your neurochemistry, your dopamine, your serotonin, and the cravings are more along the lines of an addiction as opposed to your body needing like a certain vitamin or a certain mineral. Okay. So lifestyle experiments also allow us to become more attuned to our bodies. Okay, guys, so that is my little spiel on DNA and individualization. Sure, go ahead, get blood tests, get allergy tests if you want, but definitely start to think about doing lifestyle experiments. But don't do this stuff until you do the bottom of the pyramid. Get the bottom and then start to mess around with the top. Okay, guys, so that is nutrition-itsu. That is the nutrition-itsu food pyramid, and that is my approach to eating for health, performance, and a lean, muscular, athletic body. Now, if you guys would like to join me, this is what it's like inside of Power Dojo. This is the type of content, this is the type of interaction that you'll get with me, and I'd like to extend an invite to you to join right now. And right now I'm putting on a little bit of a special trial offer just so you can check out what we got going on. And what we're doing right now exactly is the new workout of the month, which is all about gaining strength, improving your cardio, and getting ripped. And I'm gonna go further into this nutrition stuff and show you how to eat, when to eat certain things during certain workouts, and how that all interacts to get the best results possible. So click on the link below where you'll learn more about what's inside Power Dojo, but I really recommend it. I'd love it for you to just come and check it out. If it's not right for you, if you think, okay, I'm not gonna use this, or this just isn't for me right now, then just all you gotta do is shoot me an email, say, hey Eric, I just wanna cancel, and you won't be billed again. But it's less than $1 a day. You're gonna get coaching, you're gonna get support, you're gonna get just the information that you need, and information that you can take and apply to your life to improve your fitness, your health, your performance, and your body. Okay guys, so that's what Power Dojo is all about. My goal is to train 100 Power Dojo black belts. You're gonna learn about all of the Power Dojo belt system right below when you click on the link, and you'll see what that's all about. So thanks again for checking out nutrition-itsu. I had a blast sharing this stuff with you, and I look forward to hearing your feedback, hearing your thoughts, and answering any questions that you might have. All right, guys, so thanks again for checking this out and hanging out with me. Take care.